What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. So today I'm going to go over 5 little tips that I would recommend that you try to follow if you are in a bulk or if you plan on bulking soon. So these are just kind of 5 broad tips that are going to make your bulking, session better. So tip number 1 we'll start off with is to set strength goals over physique goals. Now, there's a fine line between trying to get your physique better and trying to increase strength. So when you're bulking, it's easy to get into the mindset of, your physique doesn't look as good because you're putting on fat, and so it's hard to be satisfied with the way that you look, and so it's very important that you don't get hung up on how you look. But that doesn't mean get real fat and gross and everything. But what I would recommend instead is to focus on increasing your numbers, on all your compound lifts, so your bench, squat, deadlift, and then as well trying to work with more weight on your isolation exercises. So your exercises that are specifically targeting only one muscle. Now, the reason for this is because when you increase your compound lifts, in order for the lifts to increase, your body has to put on more muscle to keep up with the weight, and so it'll then get stronger and you'll put on more muscle at the same time. Because when you start to put on more fat, it makes it hard to tell, how well your physique is progressing. So it's important to keep that in mind, to focus less on how you look and more on numbers.
Currently doing rope press downs till failure, which if you've never done is freaking painful. Cause like you get to like where you can only go down to like here, and it starts where you can barely go down at all, and it hurts. Here, I'll show you that. Burns so good. All right, guys, just finished up with my workout. Now I'm going to Topeka to do something, which I'm not sure what that is yet. It does look like it's might storm. A little cloudy out there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making up stuff. It needs to snow again though. So my second tip to you would be to find a balance between a lean bulk and like a dirty bulk. So I think it's a good time to try to enjoy eating more, because in a cut or show prep you don't really enjoy eating at all. So try to find balance with your eating. If you do a super dirty bulk, you're just going to end up putting on more fat than you need to, thus making your cutting season or your cutting time a lot longer than it would be if you were to do it a little bit more modestly. So the problem I see with people trying to do a lean bulk is they don't end up eating enough, and then they end up sacrificing muscle that they could have gained if they would have been eating a little bit more. So find the good balance between eating enough to be putting on muscle, but not pigging out and not just putting on a whole bunch of fat. All right, guys, good morning. It's Saturday now. Let's make some breakfast. So tip number 3 and 4 have to do with nutrition, so I thought it'd be a good time to talk about it while I'm making breakfast. So my first nutrition tip for you when you're bulking is to not neglect getting your protein in. Be intentional when it comes to what you eat. Like I said, you can still enjoy yourself a little bit, but it's very important that you get your protein in, because that's where a lot of your muscle growth is going to come from. So if you're neglecting to get in your protein, you're going to be neglecting to put on as much muscle. Now, eating a lot of carbs is also going to help put on some mass, but for the most part, if you're not getting your protein in, you're going to be neglecting one of the most important aspects of putting on muscle. So the protein portion of this breakfast, I have 4 eggs. Now you're not thinking, Alex, dude, there's only like 25 grams of protein in 4 eggs, dude. I got you covered, guys. Which leads to the second portion of to the 4th little tip I have for you, which is to not neglect health when you're bulking. So make sure not only are you getting your protein in, make sure you're getting your micronutrients in. So make sure you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables. And so the way I like to do that is by making a smoothie, and I'll go over the ingredients I put in the smoothie. This is the one that most people don't like, but if you do the rest of it right, you almost can't even tell it's in there. So some baby spinach, I normally do 1 or 2 handfuls of it. I do a little bit of whole strawberries and sliced peaches. Both of those are frozen. Yogurt, this isn't the yogurt I usually use, but this is all we have at the moment, so it's just strawberry Yoplait. I normally use that Oika yogurt. And then, last but not least, we got some Ghost blueberry toaster pastry, protein. Put all those in there. Also, I'll put some milk. This low-fat skim milk. Don't read that label. I'll put all that in there, blend it up, and then I'll see if I need to put more like ice or more water or milk, depending on how like thick it is and stuff. So there's a little fun and delicious smoothie recipe. Get in your gosh darn micronutrients every single day. Super easy. I make it with breakfast most of the time if I wake up early enough, but sometimes I push it close to. Sometimes I push it close when it comes to getting to school on time. So I try to make that at least once a day. And now, total this breakfast, if this is all I were to eat, protein-wise, the smoothie has about 45 grams of protein with the protein powder and also the yogurt, depending on what kind you use and how much you put in, obviously. So you add that up with the eggs, you're looking at about 70 grams of protein. But Alex, the body can only digest 13 every 10 minutes. Shut up. Tip number 3 and 4, get in your protein, get in your macros. Sometimes when people get into a dirty bulk, and I know I've been joking, but sometimes when people get into like a dirty bulk, they really neglect to get in their macros and their protein, and then they just put on a lot more fat than they would have if they wouldn't have been. So be intentional with your nutrition. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Hydro Cups, but it's basically, here, I'll just show you. It's a blender bottle that they put a split down the middle. That way you can put like pre-workout here, post-workout here, or BCAAs here, protein here, whatever. I got this. This is from Shreds. For a while I was buying Shreds supplements just because they had a flavor of BCAAs that I freaking loved. Best flavor of BCAAs hands down that I've ever had. It was their fruit punch, and then even their pink lemonade was a close second. I've not yet been able to find a BCAA flavor that tasted that good. I don't know how good the product was itself. But regardless, I was using this blender bottle, this Hydro Cup, for a while, and I kind of liked it. But with these Ghost supplements, if you don't put like 12 to 16 ounces of water, they're super sour. And I think each side on this can only hold like 10 ounces at the most. So that's the problem I have with using it now. Other than that, it's good, I guess. Another thing I don't like is it's hard to get like the scoop in there, because when there's just a hole over the top, you can just pour it on top, but we're like, when all you have is this little gap to work with, you have to like fit it in there just perfectly so you don't get powder everywhere. I'm off to the gym now. Not sure what I'm gonna hit yet. Can't decide for some reason, but I'll try to think about it. Here. All right. So a lot of times when people do like a cut, they're doing cardio a lot, right? Because that's a key factor in burning off more calories is doing cardio. Now it's not necessary to lose fat, but this leads to my 5th point, which is to not neglect your cardiovascular system. So it's important when you are trying to bulk up to stay healthy as far as cardiovascular goes. Now, you don't even need to do cardio with the goal of burning fat in mind, but you need to do cardio with the goal of building up your cardiovascular system and remaining healthy. So that's the 5 tips. Hope you enjoyed. Now the rest of the video is just gonna be like a regular vlog. About to do deadlifts, first time in 2 weeks. So I'm excited to see what happens. Set number 1 coming somewhat soon. Still working up on the warm-ups. 225 is starting to get light on deadlifts for me. Normally I was doing 5x5s with 225, but today I'm going to, instead of increasing the weight of my 5x5, I'm going to do a 5x7. So I'm going to do 5 sets, 7 reps on the cymbals with 225. Like I said, normally I've been doing 5 sets of 5 with 225, but the last couple times I did a 5x5. I increased the weight, so I wanted to try today, instead of increasing the weight, to increase the reps a couple and see how it goes. Because last time I did 225, it felt like a warm-up set. So I'm going to try to go for 5 sets of 7. Similar thing happened on my squat. Normally I was doing a 5x5
with 225, but last time my gym partner decided that we wanted to do 4 sets of 8, and so I did 4 sets of 8 with 225, which surprised the heck out of me that I was able to do it. It was rather testing, but still got it. So set number 5, I went up to 245. I went up 245 on my 4th set, so this has been a 2nd set with this weight, the 5th set of 7. I'm just gonna show you the raw clip. Really starting to feel fatigued. Alright guys, I'm back in my crib now. I thought about like continuing this vlog, but honestly I don't have plans for the rest of the day. It's Saturday at about 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna hang out here and chill. So I'll probably watch some YouTube videos, maybe work on some stuff, but pretty laid back day. So figured I'd end the video here. I think we got a pretty good vlog, tons of content, tons of value for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Try to apply those 5 tips next time you bulk, or if you're bulking now, try to apply it now and see how it works for you. Enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And also comment down below any questions or concerns or comments that you have. Put those all down in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. We are, I don't know what I was gonna say. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.